So guys, we'll be dealing with the epidemiology today, and we'll be covering the epidemiology in several parts like rate, ratio, proportion, incidence, prevalence, sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value and negative predictive value. In this video we will be covering these things, and in the next video these things. So these are basically the terms that you should be knowing. Apart from this, there is another thing also, that is your descriptive studies, analytical studies, experimental studies, case control studies, cohort studies and all that. But before that you should be knowing these things so that you will be able to learn about those studies. So we'll be dealing them also, but here in the video I'll be covering this part of epidemiology, and what kind of questions are asked from this part I'll be telling you. So we are starting with the rate, and rate is basically the frequency of a disease or a characteristic that is expressed per unit size of the population or group in which it is observed. So per unit, basically you should be knowing that say for example, if you have 10 people who are diseased, and there are in total 100 people, so the answer would come 1:10. Amongst the 10 there will be one person, and amongst the one person there will be 0.1. So it is going to tell you means per unit कितना probability है. This is what is the rate is. You should not be knowing a big definition of it, but yeah, you should be knowing that it is basically telling you the disease or a characteristic per unit. Per unit is major thing. Fine. Rate is the number of death in 1 year divided by mid-year population into 1000. So it will tell you कि एक साल में मान लो there are 500 deaths and mid-year population was your 1000. So rate would be multiplied by 1000. So rate will be 500. So this is the formula to calculate rate. It measures the occurrence of some event, like here it is measuring the occurrence of death. So it indicates the change in the event that takes place in a population over a period of time. So now the rate is this much. Maybe the next year there will be 300 deaths per 1000 population. So the rate would be 300 at that time. Now it's 500. So it is going to indicate the change that will take place later on. And rate is expressed as per 1000 minimum, and it can be multiplied by your 10,000 or 1 lakh, whatever. So it is taking a unit that 1000 में कितना जा रहा है, ठीक है. So it is taking some unit to express, like जैसे परसेंटेज में हम पर 100 ले लेते हैं, इसमें देर इज़ अ यूनिट पर 1000, पर 10,000, पर 1 लाख, एंड इट इज़ एक्सप्रेसिंग यू कि ये चीज़ जो हो रही है पर 1000 कितना हो रहा है, पर 1 लाख कितना हो रहा है. यू विल नॉट टेक इट 100, मिनिमम इट्स 1000. So basically it is going to tell you about the frequency of the disease. One thing, it is going to tell you a frequency of disease per unit. Second thing, it is multiplied by 1000. Third thing, it is telling you about the occurrence of some event. Fourth thing, and it will tell you about the changes in the event that takes place in a population over a period of time. So simple concept, nothing, not much asked question over this. You should be knowing. They can tell you this is this, what is the rate, you can find out by using the formula, or they can just tell you that what is rate and give you in an option that which of the following is a rate. उसमें option में दे देंगे crude birth rate, standardized rate, फलाना whatever. So this is what the rate is. So there are 3 types of rates, that is your crude rate, specific rate and standardized rate. Crude rate are actually actual observed rates, which are actual rates, means they are happening, birth rate and death rate. Specific rate, they are actual observed rates of diseases due to some specific disease or some specific cause or some specific group occurring in a specific time period. That is your specific rate. And standardized is something that you have made some standardization, like age or some sex, that is a standardized rate. Not much, but you should be knowing that these 3 types are rate, and they can tell you they can ask you in question like which of the crude birth rate, crude death rate is an example of rate, is an example of crude rate. And you have to remember that in case of rate, numerator is a part of denominator. Like 500 deaths are there and population was 1000, so numerator is a part of denominator in it. Means pehle population 1000 thi, 500 died, 500 were remaining, so this numerator is a part of denominator. This can be asked as an MCQ. Next is ratio, is basically the relationship between two random quantities. Means A to the B. Numerator is not a part of denominator. This thing should be clear. Like numerator is not a part of denominator. Result of one quantity divided by another quantity. Means you can even means they both are not of the same unit, neither A nor B. Gingivitis in the pregnant woman divided by gingivitis in the non-pregnant woman. Pregnant woman is not a part of the group of the non-pregnant woman. So this is a ratio. Male to the female, this is a ratio. Male is not a part of female. And another thing means where the two are not a part of blue color versus red color. Blue is not a part of red color. If there are 10 pictures, so blue are 4, red are 6. So blue is not a part of red, so they are different. So that is basically is the ratio. Next is proportion. It is basically a ratio that is express relationship in the magnitude of or a part of a whole. Zyada nothing much to understand in it. So in proportion, numerator is always a part of denominator, like we have seen in the rate. In rate also numerator is a part of denominator and it is expressed as a परसेंटेज. मतलब यहाँ पर हम 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, रेट में हम 1000, 10,000 और 1 लाख जो भी है. सो इट इज़ ऑलवेज एक्सप्रेस्ड एज अ परसेंटेज. Proportion like gingivitis in the pregnant woman divided by total pregnant woman into 100. So pregnant woman divided by total pregnant woman. So women with the gingivitis are a part of total pregnant woman multiplied by 100. So this is a proportion. Actually the rate and proportion are same. Numerator is a part of denominator, but rate will tell you about some particular disease, as well as proportion is expressed in the percentage while rate is not expressed in a percentage. Next we come to the incidence. So incidence is basically the number of new cases. New, you have to mind it, new cases of a specific disease occurring in a defined population during a specified period of time. Like you say that in this 1 month there were 5 new cases of the caries in this class of students. So the new cases were 5, specific disease was there, carious people, and specified period of time was there, that is your in this week means 1 week, 7 days or 1 month, and there was a defined population that this class 4A, that this was the population. So incidence is number of new cases of a specific disease during a given time period divided by population at risk during that period multiplied by 1000. So incidence is measured multiplied by 1000. Like 5 people had a caries, class was of 40 multiplied by 1000. So this is how you are going to calculate incidence. An increase in the incidence rate of the disease is an indicative of the failure or ineffectiveness of the preventive program for that particular disease. अगर इंसिडेंस बढ़ रहा है मीन्स आज 5 स्टूडेंट्स को केरीज है, नेक्स्ट मंथ 10 को है, इन अनदर नेक्स्ट मंथ 20 को है, what would that indicate? It would indicate that we are not taking a proper preventive measures, or whatever the preventive measures we are taking are ineffective. We are asking them to brush daily, they are not brushing. Either they are not following the command, or our whatever we are dictating is wrong, whatever. So if the rate of incidence is increased, it simply means that ineffectiveness of that whatever we are trying to prevent that disease. Either people are not following or we are giving them a wrong instruction. Next is prevalence. Prevalence is total number of all individuals who have an attribute or disease at that particular time divided by the population at risk of having the attribute or disease at this point in time or midway through the period. you don't have to cram anyways the definition. Prevalence में क्या होता है, suppose you are going into a village and at that time you will sit and see how many people are diabetic in this village at this point of time. If at this point of time the population of the complete village is, say for example, 10,000, and in the complete village you found that 700 people were diabetic, so the prevalence will be your 700. And when you go next month, you found that there were 800 people who were diabetic, so incidence was 100. So incidence is number of new cases and prevalence is कितना prevalent है वहाँ पर, how much is the prevalence. 700 people are diabetic, 700 are prevalent. So prevalence is old and new cases at a given point of time. So prevalence can be of two types, point prevalence or period prevalence. So point prevalence is at this point of time, means all the cases old or new at this point of time. Like at this point of time means you went today and you found that the point prevalence means at this point of time, that is at 1st August 5 pm, the number of diabetic people were this much divided by estimated population at the same point of time multiplied by 100. So that is a point prevalence. And next is period prevalence, number of all the current cases at a given period of time, means old or new, divided by estimated interval mid population multiplied by 100. So suppose you went after 1 month, so the period prevalence was 800. So whatever, maybe 100 cases were increased, but in the prevalence in this 1 month was 800. So prevalence is incidence into duration. So they can give you that the incidence of disease is 5, duration is 3 years. What would be the prevalence? Prevalence would be 15. So such kind of question can be asked. And what is the formula? Prevalence is incidence into duration. What happens when prevalence is more, when prevalence is 1, when prevalence is less? So suppose there is a disease and when prevalence is more, incidence is less. So what is going to happen? If prevalence is more, that means what? Prevalence is more and incidence is less, means the disease is fatal. When prevalence is 1, incidence is 1, nothing much. But when the incidence is more and prevalence is less, means more and more cases are coming. What is happening? Prevalence is less and incidence is more. What is happening? Prevalence is less, that means people are dying or people are being cured. इंसिडेंस आता जा रहा है पर प्रेवलेंस कम हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स इफ देयर वर, से फॉर एग्जांपल 10 people were prevalence and incidence was 1. Now prevalence is 7, incidence is 2. So where did those 3 people go? They are either cured or they have died. So it would indicate either the disease is very fatal, that this made the people die, or the disease is curable, like people are cured. So अब like say for example in the COVID में क्या हो रहा है? The prevalence is increasing, fine, and incidence is also increasing. So prevalence is equal to incidence, that is a separate thing. But in the case whenever the prevalence is less and incidence are increasing, that means the disease is fatal or is it curable. It is a separate thing. So the question can come, occurrence of malocclusion at a given population is best described by. अब एक population में कितना malocclusion है, that is best described by prevalence. The number of new cases of a specific disease occurring in a specific period of time. So new cases is incidence. The prevalence is low as compared to the incidence. I have told you, it would indicate that the disease is very fatal or easily curable. So nothing much that you have to know, you just have to apply your mind that what is rate, what is ratio, what is proportion. So the question can directly come like incidence is a rate, prevalence is a proportion, and which of the following is expressed in the percentage, that is your proportion. And rate, what is skewed birth rate, what are specific rates, standardized rates, thoda you should be knowing small a bit of this much. What is incidence, what is prevalence, what are new cases, what are old cases, what is point prevalence, what is period prevalence, and what is the prevalence is incidence into duration. You should be knowing this formula. So by knowing this much, you don't have to just mug up. You are not giving a university exam or written exam. Like, you should be knowing what is the definition of rate, what is the definition of proportion. You should be knowing basic things, and most of the questions revolve around your incidence and prevalence. So by this much, you will be able to solve all those questions. Thank you.